Hello there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to my channel, and we're going to get started on Christmas today. I've been wanting to start on Christmas. I've been mentioning this once or twice. I've been desperate to get into it. I would normally be doing Roxy's Weekly Challenge today because this is the Sunday, so it's one of my few days when I can film at the moment. But I really wanted to get on with Christmas, so what I've done is I've decided to park that challenge. I think I'll come back to it probably after Christmas or before then if it seems suitable. It's not one I don't want to do or anything like that, but it's using ordinary scrapbooking scraps to make ephemera. And I just felt I was ready to move on to Christmas. So, yeah, I'll come back to it at some point. So it's not that I don't like it or anything, or I don't want to do it. But I really want to get on with this. I want to get started and then I can get my head into it. So I am also going to park my Lace and Ladies journal. I just felt like my head's not in it at the moment. So I thought I'd rather than doing something that I don't enjoy because I'm not feeling it, I've put it all aside, I've packed it away, and I think after Christmas I'll be really ready to get my hands up to my elbows in lace and gorgeousness. So I will come back to it, but I'm ready to move on right now. So having said that, let's have a look at the journals we'll be working on. I'm going to be hoping to work on 2 this year, which is the first time I've done that. And I'm also starting earlier than I've ever started Christmas journals before. So I've got a chance of getting them done, partly because this one's already been made. This is the one I made last year. Some of you, if you've joined me over the last few months, or since this year, in fact, you won't have seen this one. I made this right at the end of last year just because I felt I had to do something Christmassy, but because I moved at the beginning of November, I really didn't have much time to do hardly anything Christmas-wise. So I managed to make the journal, but I didn't put any ephemera in it. All I've done is sewn in the signatures. That's it. So we'll have a quick look at that. The 2 kits I was using. This one is by Angela Kerr, and it's the Jolly Holidays, and I really love this kit, and I picked out the pinks in it. I'm not really into normally pink Christmas, but I thought it was such a pretty kit. I'd even forgotten what it was like, but I picked out as many pink things that I already had or things that would work with pink. I've got some avocado dyed paper in there, I think. I also picked up this 8x8 Stamperia Christmas pad, which is pink Christmas. So I can use some of this. I think I've cut a few bits out of it already. Started fussy cutting some of the ephemera pieces. So there's lots of really pretty things in here that would go in this journal. So all the colours go really well. I made the cover following Gail Agostinelli when she was doing what she called ugly scrapbooking paper, making them pretty. And I did one of my own. I will link that playlist because I've got a Christmas 22 playlist. So I'll link that below, and then you can see how I made the cover and how I put together the journal if you want to. But we will be looking at it, and we'll be going through looking at this kit a bit more closely when we come back to it. And the other kit I've got a few pages in. I think I have anyway. I think I picked out a bit of a mixture of the 2. I'm just double checking, making sure I actually did use that kit in bits of it. I think I did. Or did I? No, I'm not so sure. Looking at it, I'm not sure I did use that. But I have this kit by Tracy Fox called Glad Tidings, which I'm not sure I used after all, because I can't see any in there, so maybe I'll use that another time. But anyway, we'll have a little look and see, shall we? Let's just have a little look at this journal, see what we've got. So I love the cover. I love the little feather. I do like using a feather. It's not something I'd ever thought to use in a Christmas journal, but it's just a bit different. It's really pretty. It's a bit of glitter and so it's minty green and pink and turquoisey colours. I think the main colours in this. So this is I think it's some Bluefern Studio paper that I've lined it with. And this is definitely from the Angela Kerr kit. It's really pretty. Some avocado paper. This is from a kit that I already had. Some of the backing papers, I've used it in the past, which is called, if you bear with me, I can quickly flick through to find the kit, she says. No, not that one. Okay, I think I've got all my Christmas kits here, but maybe I haven't. Let me just have a little look to find the right one. I'll tell you what I was using, but I might not have put it in here yet. Yes, I have. It's this one, Digital Journals Kit by... that Digital Journal Kits is the Etsy shop, and it's called Christmas Time. So I have used it in the past, but it's got some quite nice coloured background papers in the pale green and the and the pink. So I have used those in here, and then I've backed them with some lacy backgrounds. It's quite pale, sort of white on white, so you might not see it very well, but it is a lace paper. I think it's one of my own that I scanned some lace and made some digitals. This is really sweet, this little squirrel background, bit of music, and this is just a pretty floral. And they've got, it's all backed from the same kit. This is some pale green, more of the digital, and then that one again, the Christmas Time one, more lacy background, bit of pale green. This one, it's really pretty. Some lovely, it's a lovely kit. It's really pretty, really soft, doily. And then this. So it's very different Christmas-wise for me, I feel. But why not? Let's embrace a bit of something a bit different, eh? And some nice script paper on the, which is a nice backing paper there. So, quick flick through this one. So yeah, in the end, I did not use any of the Tracy Fox kit. Completely forgotten that. I thought I'd combine the two, but I think the colours are very different, so I'm not surprised I didn't use it. That could be a side tuck or a flip out. I'll probably make it into a side tuck and decorate that. Seems so long ago since I made this. Can't believe it's nearly a year since we moved. And it's also nearly a year since my youngest daughter's wedding. That's coming up first, and then we moved just about a week later. And that one, yeah, so just a soft, pretty Christmassy kit. Well, it's quite Christmassy. I think it's lovely. It's a bit different. So yeah, we'll be working on that. Pretty much just with the Angela Kerr kit, apparently. I'll put Tracy Fox's kit away. It's a lovely kit, Glad Tidings. I've been doing lots of fussy cutting. It's got loads of tags and things. It's a lovely kit, so maybe I'll come back to do that one another time. But not this time, apparently. So that's that one. And we'll work on that. And then I've got my new kit, which I'm quite excited about. This is my new one for this year that I'm going to use. Because last year I also bought this. This is the Stamperia Christmas Patchwork. And the only reason I bought it was because I fell in love with it. I had no idea what I would do with it. It is absolutely scrummy. I really, really love it. I love all Stamperia pads. You may have cottoned on to that in over the last few years that I love Stamperia papers. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm not a big cat. I like cats, but I'm not going to be putting them in my journal, so I probably won't use them. But there's plenty of other really lovely pages, so I'll pick out a couple of these, probably one of the outside cover, the outside of the signature, and one for the middle. Really pretty, it'll be hard to choose. And then we've got some gorgeous, look at these lovely journal cards with Father Christmas and these ones as well. Absolutely lovely, and all these beautiful fussy cuts. So yeah, absolutely wonderful kit. Love this. I think this might go on the front of my signature. I don't know. We'll come back to it. I'll make that decision when I need to. So I had that, and I thought, oh, I'd really like to use it, but I don't know what else I can use it with. So I went looking on Etsy, and I found this wonderful kit by Liana Scrap called Patchwork Christmas. Christmas Patchwork, Patchwork Christmas. I thought, oh, that's got to work. And it does. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I have already prepared all my papers because they they printed off. I don't know whether they're set at a different size. They definitely weren't the full A4. So they were quite a bit shorter. If I show you how they print off. I've got a few that I haven't prepared to go in the kit because they printed upside down on the back. I had a load of them. They're all printed upside down. So they come a little bit short either side. They're fine lengthwise. I mean, I always end up with a bit of a border anyway, but they're definitely a little bit shorter at the sides than they normally print out, which makes me wonder if they're set at a different side. Maybe they're set at letter or something, which is the US size rather than A4. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So all I've done with the ones I'm going to use, I'm not using absolutely every page in the kit because it's quite a big kit, and obviously I want to get some of these in. But I'll show you the ones I have decided to use. So I have cut them down, and unusually for me, I have actually inked around them all, which I don't normally do. I'll just put this one aside, and then we can have a little look at it. So this is the one I've already folded, so you can see how it will look. So they're just a little bit narrower, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, they don't all have to be the same size. And they're all, well, I'd say they're all double-sided. That is not true. I have left a couple of them blank, like white on the back. I might do something like stenciling on those. But there were some nice backing papers in the kit, which I've used some of those and some other backing papers. So that's that one. And look at these. I mean, these beautiful angels in this. I mean, every image in this kit I think is really lovely. Really lovely. I just love it. Love the colours. And they go I think they go pretty well with the colours in the Stamperia paper pad. They're quite soft colours, not too leery. I just think they're really pretty. And that's the backing of that one. That one I think it seems to have not printed quite as true in the middle as the other side. So I've got an odd bit at the end, but I can cover that with a side tuck or a bit of ribbon or lace or something. Not a problem. So there's that one. And there's this one. And I put some, I think this is Roxy Creations backing papers, you know, coffee dye type papers on the back of that. I varied it a bit. Isn't he lovely? That's a really lovely one. Well, I could say that about all of them. That's just some more coffee dyed papers, backing papers. I think that's Natty Maze. And then we've got this one. Oh, I mean, I was thinking if I had another piece, I'd probably got another piece of this printed. If you just cut round here, wouldn't that make a lovely belly band? I don't know. Might do. And I think this is a piece of backing paper from Rachel Bella Crafts from one of her kits. And we've got this one. That's like that. Different angel, different colours, just as pretty. That's backed on like that. Does seem to vary the backing papers a little bit. Then we've got a Santa, another one that's got the lines down here. You could easily make a belly band out of that paper if you wanted to. And that's just got some coffee dyed paper on the back. I think I've got, these are the couple that haven't been backed. So there's this one. And this one. I mean, you could use this as the backing paper, but I just thought it's quite pretty as it is, so I'm going to leave it. And it's got this patchworky effect, which we're going to be sort of sticking with that theme for the whole kit. So that is the papers I'll be using. As I say, there were one or two. I think there's this one I think I decided not to use, not because I don't like it, just that I didn't want any more papers because I want to add some plain papers, like some dyed papers and the papers from the Christmas patchwork paper pad. So I think I've chosen 10 of the kit pages, which I think is plenty. So I've got this one, and I can always cut him out and use him for, I don't know, he'd make quite a good tag or a belly band or variety things. Then I do also I haven't cut out, or fussy cut, whatever you want to say it, all of the ephemera pieces yet. I've done quite well. I've made a good start. I've got quite a lot of ephemera cut, but there's still quite a few pages left. Oh, that's really pretty, little piece with a snow globe in it and little tiny pockets and all sorts of little bits and pieces to cut out, really pretty. And here's some journal cards as well. So yeah, so I've got a fair bit to work with from that, but I'm sure we'll make more as well. So I'm going to put that one there. So that is the Patchwork Christmas, which I'm really looking forward to doing. And the other thing I thought I'd show you, I mean, it's not really showing you much, but I'll just explain what I'm planning to do. I've got this piece of not very thick card, but it's a pack from some paper pack. I thought I'd use this for my cover because it's got a little spine, and I want to do a single signature, but I want to give myself plenty of room to expand. So it's quite soft card, so it will kind of round a bit, and it's got a bit of a spine. So I think normally when you do a single signature, you just fold it in half, don't you, and just use that spine. So I thought, well, I'll give myself a little bit more of a spine, give myself a bit of room to expand, because I think this is probably the kit I will use myself this year, and I always need a lot of room. I thought I might just cover it first of all with this bit of bubble. It's kind of soft on the back, so it's quite, just makes it a little bit squidgy as a kind of in-between layer. But then I'm going to do a patchwork cover. That's what I fancy doing because it's the Patchwork Christmas. And I've got my bag of fabrics here. This is all of my fabrics. I don't have, in the scheme of things, it's probably not a huge number, but it seems quite a lot to me. And I thought I could just do a nice selection of these and make a patchwork cover, which I thought would be really fun. I haven't made a patchwork cover for a very long time. I made one years and years ago, probably 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. One of the first journals I ever made for my friend, my very best friend who lives in Norfolk. I did a patchwork cover for her because I did her a sewing journal, and that was a patchwork cover, and I don't think I've done one since. So I thought, it'd be quite fun to do one for Christmas. So that's going to be a fun project as well. So all in all, I think it's going to be really fun and lots of different things. So I'll be going from between one journal and the other. Not quite sure. I'll do whichever one I feel like doing each time. So it may not be. I may do one on one day, of the week, and one on the other day of the week, like I've done before when I've got 2 journals going. Not really sure, but and I don't know which one I'll start with, but it'll probably be this one because I'm excited about it. So that is the new journals for this year. That's all I think I will do today, just because it's getting a little late in the afternoon. I have got lots to organise. I thought I would start organising all my Christmas bits and pieces, bring them all out, put them around my craft room so they're all ready to hand when I start working. I may decide to do a little bit because I've only been on for about 20 minutes, so I might come back and do a little bit more. You never know, or I might just upload this and then start properly in a couple of days. So I will see you soon either way. Bye for now. I am back. It's several days later now, but I couldn't just upload a 20-minute video. I just couldn't do it. I felt I really should just crack on and do a little bit more. Perhaps I think we should put the signature together before I finally finish this video. So as I'd introduce you to all these gorgeous papers, I thought, well, let's just put them together into a signature, add a few other bits, and see where we go. I'm going to try to keep it to a reasonable time. So if I don't finish it today, well, we'll just carry on in the next one. I've been wanting to come in here for days, but it's been so much going on in the house, and with everything else, it's just been really difficult. So I'm really pleased to get in here at last, just to get this finished, so that we can actually do our signature and move on. Right, so here we are. I've got my 10 pages. One thing I have done is I did reprint these 2, which were on just blank copy paper. I've just reprinted them onto some slightly thicker weight paper. I've still kept them blank on the back, but I thought it was a bit nicer quality paper, and I thought if I'm not going to double side print them, I think I need to have something a bit better. That's just my feeling. So I'm going to decorate both of these before I put them, sew them into the cover. Whether we do that today, I'm hoping to get that done today as well. We'll see how we go. So these are the kit pages. There's 10 of these. I may end up having to take one or two out, see, because I've got a few other things I'd like to put in. And one, of course, is going to be, I think I'll just use one of these papers for the outside of the signature. So I thought we'll just have a look through and choose and then cut down the page that we're going to use from this pad. And I'll use other pages for making pockets and things. I think I would definitely want to put lots of bits of this in the album, in the book, whatever. I'm sorry, my brain is a little bit fried at the moment. I've just had a bit too much going on, and my brain is just not working very well. So I do apologise if I pause, lose my words, or just can't think of the words, because I just got a bit overwhelmed this week with everything, and I'm quite tired as well. So I really felt I needed to come in here, help me relax, but I may not be making sense all of the time, for which I apologise in advance. Right, so I really love this page with the angels, because you've got the angels in the kit, a lot of angels in the kit, but it's a lot of, so I have shown you, so we've got some beautiful angels in the kit, and I love them. And these are gorgeous as well, but they're very much blue, lots of blue in this page, and there is no blue in the digital kit. So I'm not sure that this is going to work as a page, because I think it just won't go with everything else. But I might use the angels, or maybe bits of this page somewhere else, but I don't think I can use it as one of my signature pages, just because I just don't think it will go, much as I would love to. So let's look at what else we've got. So I love this one with the tree, the Christmas tree. This is a definite possibility. I think to get it all in, I would have to probably trim a bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom for my 9 inches, or however, it wouldn't even be 9 inches, would it? That's the whole height. I guess it would be about 8.5. I'll measure my other pages and make sure I get this to about the same. So I need to cut that down a bit, but that's a definite possibility. This is also lovely, like this with the baubles, and I love all the colours. So that's a possibility. Oh, I'm going to have too many possibilities here. I can see it. There's a lot of yellow on the other side, though. There's a bit of kind of goldy colours in the kit. Definitely not the cats. I don't mind cats. I'm quite like cats, but cats and Christmas to me don't go together. That's just me. And they look a bit miserable, these cats, quite frankly. So I could use the other side for some things, but not for the signature page. This is quite nice. It's a little bit plain. Maybe not for this. And the back of it, I can see definite possibilities for the other side, because I need to use something to back the cover. So I'm going to use one of these pages for backing the cover. So I'm kind of on the lookout for that as well. This is another beautiful one. I really like that. Again, it's got a lot of blue. Not sure it works as a page in the signature. It's lovely, but I'm not sure about that. This is another possibility. It's very, very busy. This is gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Love this one. It's a bit sad that the other poinsettia is like miles away from this one, because it'd be nice to have it all on one page. So I'd have to kind of cut it here, I think. Now, I do like that. So I think that one is the second strong contender. And I have these gorgeous journal cards. But that's for another time. I don't think we've got any more actual decorative pages. So it's really between this one and the Christmas tree. I think as it's just a nice big image for the first page, and it's got that patchworky look about it, which is, we're calling this Patchwork Christmas because that's what these are. I think I'm going to go with this one. I think that's what I'll do. The others will definitely can be used. Right, so let's just get my trimmer, cut this to size. So I think I'm going to cut a piece off just under where it says love. Just cut that piece off a little bit, and then I need to check how high this needs to be. Let's see, how high are our kit pages? They can be. It can be a little bit higher, but not too much. So these are 8 inches. So I could make this 8, just over 8 maybe. Let's see how big the tree is really. Let's see how big it, in order to get the tree in, how far I need to go. Okay. It's a funny old day today. It's been pouring with rain 1 minute and now it's glorious sunshine. But it's very mild. It's been such a cold week. It's been a funny old week really, in all sorts of ways. Right, let's see. To clear the tree. Oh, so if I did 8 1/4, so just a little bit taller than the kit pages, I can eat. That tree fits in nicely. I'm going to have to cut Mary in half, but I don't think I want it any taller than that. So let's go with that. And then we'll keep it at the full width. So let's fold that in half. It's got all these gorgeous trees on the other side. So yeah, I love this. It looks beautiful. So yeah, and bone folder. Okay, that will look nice on the outside. So yeah, so we would put all of these in here. Okay, so that's the start of the signature. Oh, mustn't forget Santa himself. Maybe I'll put him first. Or I might put him in the middle. No, I think he should go first. Santa the first, and then maybe... Not sure about the middle yet. I've got other options. Yeah, okay. So then I have got a whole collection of other bits that may or may not go in. So this is a book page. This is from a not nursery rhyme book, a poem book for children that I picked up a while ago in a charity shop. Pretty much forgot I had, but then I thought I'd have a look through, see if they had anything Christmas related that I could use, because I have very few vintage Christmas books or anything like that. I haven't really got hardly anything suitable to use. But I did find that there's a page here which has got a little poem called Merry Christmas. And in the middle, well, I mean, it's in between, this is the very famous poem by Clement Clarke Moore, that 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Went All Through the House, etc., etc., etc. It's been a favourite poem in our family, and I'm sure in many families for years. I bought a book for Alyssa when she was small, or smaller, and my girls had one. It was a story we always told on Christmas Eve. So I thought it'd be lovely to have that in the book, and that could go in the middle so that the poem kind of flows. So I might put that in the middle, and it's got a picture of Santa here. Unfortunately, the other side's got nothing to do with Christmas, so I'll have to find something to cover that. But I'll probably do like a big pocket or something. So I think I'd like to put that in, even though this piece is longer because it's going inside the signature. It might be too wide. That's the only worry is it could be a bit wide. Let's have a look. Especially if it's going in the middle, it might stick out a mile, mightn't it? Let's just put it in the middle of this and see. Ooh, yes, it's going to stick out a long way. That's not great. Yeah, so I'm going to lose quite a bit of Santa if I cut that down any more. I may have to accept that. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. Okay, so that's a bit of a concern. So how successful we'll be at putting this signature together today, I don't know. I've got this bit of paper, I think it's coffee dye paper that somebody's put some gold on it. Gold, I don't know, gold paint or something. It's just in a pack that I bought a while ago. Could put that in. It's a bit small, not sure about that one. I've got some music that will fit, just needs cutting down. So I might just put that in and see. And then I have a beautiful piece of Florentine paper, which I thought I would like to put in. It may be too big. Let's just have a look and see how wide it is. I might cut it down before I fold it. Yeah, I might just trim it a bit. Just trim off a bit. And then fold it in half rather than having to trim it after it's been folded. I might just trim a little. Then I've got a little bit to use, haven't I? Take off about 1/2 inch. And hopefully that will be enough. Ooh, that doesn't look very straight on that side. I just need to trim it on this side a bit, I think. Doesn't look very straight to me. Right. Okay. Right, fold that in half. Right, check that for height. Yeah, it's about the same height as the other paper, that's fine. I've got this paper bag, I'm wondering if it's a bit too big. It's quite nice, but in a gold stripe. I might have to trim that off quite a bit, in fact, to fit in both directions by the looks of it. So yeah, that's going to require a bit of trimming down. I may not worry about that one today. And then I've got 3 dyed papers. So I've got this one that I dyed earlier in the year, and that's come out really nice with it using a stencil. It's only on one side, but that's okay. I just want to trim it a bit, I think. And trim off this side. I'm not really keen on the burnt edge look. I know some people do like it, but not so much. I think it's burnt by the sun. I mean, I didn't... I had burnt paper before when I've put it in the oven to dry and it's been a bit warm in there, but this time I did it all in the sun. And I think the sun was quite hot the day I did this dyeing. Okay, so that's a nice one, like that. And then I have some food colour dyed paper, so I've got this lovely bright red. It's going to need a little trim as well. Might just trim it now while I'm at it. Take a bit off. And green one. I'm going to try and fold it a little differently, I think, this one. Let's take one of these out. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, excuse me. Always happens, doesn't it, when I come on turn the camera on, start coughing. The way it goes. Okay, so then I'm going to make a side tuck. That one, there we go. Alright, just a bit of variation. Okay, so I think I've probably got more than enough now, so I think I might not need these two. That up there. Let's see what we can do with these. think there's going to be some more trimming needed, I reckon. Okay. So let's just pop these in. No, maybe I'll just do them one at a time as I add things. So as I said, I would like to put this in the middle, just to get the poem, but I may have to, I'm going to have to trim it, which is a bit of a shame, but it's the only way it's going to fit in a journal, and I don't see what else I would use it for. So I'm going to have to lose a bit of Santa, sadly. Where does it need to be trimmed to? Let's get my pencil. I may have to put something down the side there to disguise the fact that it should have Santa there. At least I should still have the poem. Should just about be readable, although I've had to cover a little bit of with washi tape to join them together, but you can just about see through it because it's quite transparent. Well, you can see a little bit of Santa there, look, bless him. Okay, so that's all right. So that can go in the middle. And then we'll just, what shall I put next to him? Let's have an angel. And I'm going to put all these in and then try and pop the other bits in between. It really matters too much what order these go in. Except I have got I don't want too many inside looking similar. Oh, there's one of my blank ones, so come back to that. This is another blank one. Yeah. All right. There, that one there, and that one there, and we'll have another blank one in here. We'll come back to those because we're going to do a bit of work on those. Just want to get them in. Okay. Well, she does stick out a bit, doesn't it? The poem, I may even have to trim it a bit more. That would be a shame. Right, so now I've got 1, 2, and 5 more to fit in. So it's going to be quite a fat signature, this one. Put the green in here, I think. That there. Got the Florentine paper there, I think. Put this one in here. I'll put the coffee dyed here. Now, do we need the music paper? Let's see how it looks. I'll just pop that in somewhere, shall I? Put that in here. Oh, I need to cut it down. touch up here as well. Let's pop this one in here, I think. Now, how are we doing? Well, I think all looks fine apart from this. This is just sticking out, still sticking out too far. Oh dear. I'm going to have to trim it a bit more. And then I shall put something along the edge there so to disguise the fact that it's... Well, I think that's gone in a bit better now. Oh, well, it's all included inside the outside cover. That's the main thing. Or the outside page. That's what I wanted, really. So I think that will do nicely. Yeah, I think that will be okay. Right, so I've got a bit of time. I wanted to. I don't know if I'll do anything on the back of the Florentine paper because it's Florentine paper. I think I might just leave it as it is. I might do a little something. Not sure. Think about that. But I did definitely have a plan for these two. There's that one. Was this the other one? This one. Yeah, I know what I'd like to do. I think on here. Take those two out. They might go back in somewhere different. It's quite likely. Somewhere that goes. Right, so which one shall I do where? That's on the other side. That's a tree. Right. Okay. This one I'm going to do a bit of stamping. I've got my little box of Christmas stamps here. So I've got a couple of new ones. You've seen my little reindeer. I really like him, so I had the idea that he might be quite nice as a little print all over the paper. So I might just print him, just stamp him all over. That's the idea. Let's get the red memento out. Okay, I'm going to put something underneath it, I think, because I'll probably go off the edge a little bit here and there. Right, so let's just do a bit of random stamping. Right, I think that might do it. I like that. Let's do it this way. Right, so that's that page. I had thought I might do some little in-betweeny stamps with something else. I've got some little peg stamps, but I think I quite like it like that. It's got this slightly Scandi look about it, hasn't it? Not that that's really necessarily in keeping with this journal, but I really like it. So I've still got my reds. I think I might do the other one. I want to do with more green colours. So I think, so I'm wondering, I've got this. I like to use a bit of that. Just wondering whether to do a bit of stenciling as well. Yeah, I might have baubles going across the top and then a bit of stenciling around about the round elsewhere. Not sure yet. Let's see how this looks. Right, got itself thoroughly stuck to the plastic there. Let's see if I can put it on here. And let's see. Can't really see where it's stamping because it doesn't have a picture on the other side. So I think I'm going to use my Fern Green I'm just going to see how the gold stamps on a piece of just scrap paper that I've got just found lurking around. It's not a very good piece of paper, but it might give me an idea whether this will actually stamp on it. Whoa. I need to wipe around because it's not a very deeply cut stamp. Okay, let's see if this will work. Well, it will. Might try it. I might use my foam pad, that might help. Okay, I'm going to try and do alternate them. Let's see how this works out. Right, that first one's come out okay, so let's just carry on with that. Well, that page went a lot better than that page, but that's how it's turned out. Oh, it's a shame about these bits around the edge. I forgot to clean around the edge of the stamp, otherwise it would have been fine. But never mind. I mean, I love the colours. The gold has come out a lot better on this one than it did on these two, but so be it. It's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you have to do things a couple of times before you get it to work properly. So never mind. I'm going to do a little bit of... am I going to do a little bit of stenciling down below, but whether it'll show, because I'll probably end up with pockets, but you never know. Might not end up with pockets on both sides, so let's just do a little bit of stenciling around the bottom edge. And I think the colour I need to use is the Mowed Lawn. I think that's the closest to the green. And I'm going to use, if I can find what I've done with them. I had them here. There they are. Just some Tim Holtz little mini stencil, the holly stencil. I think that's all we need, a little bit of holly going around here. Right. So it's been quite a strange week this week because the kitchen was all finished at the end of last week, and it was lovely. The weekend we started putting stuff back in all the new cupboards, and it was great. And we had the family round because it was Richard's birthday, and it was a lovely weekend. It was lovely to have the kids round and show them everything, and they were suitably impressed. But then this week it was we were getting the flooring down. So what the guy has to do is do some layers of to go under the floor, really. So it's just a protective layer. So 3 protective layers had to go under the floor before he can put the tiles down. And each layer was on separate days. So he started Monday. He did the first layer. And then Tuesday the second layer, and then yesterday was the final layer. So all slightly different, and they were all supposed to be dry by the end of the day, so that we could then go into the kitchen in the evening and cook food. Well, they didn't. They didn't dry on any day when they were supposed to. I think that was partly because we had a bit of a cold snap at the beginning of the week, and it's a north-facing room, so it wasn't getting any light. And the floor just didn't dry. So today it's Thursday and it's still not completely dry in there. I don't think there's anything much we could have done about it. The 3 layers are important to lay down, and they're just taking a bit longer than expected to dry. But it has meant that we've not been able to get in our lovely new kitchen all week. So it's been a bit strange. But we'll get there. I think we'll be all right by this evening. We'll be in there. But it hasn't quite gone as we thought, but it doesn't matter. We'll be in there this evening, and it'll all be fine, because it really, the flooring, he was doing a really thorough job getting a good layer of protective some good number of protective layers under the flooring. So one of the layers was it's like a waterproofing layer, and then it was like the final levelling layer has gone on, and we're still waiting for that to dry. It's almost dry, but it's just not quite there yet. It will be. And then he will come back in a couple of weeks to do the final, lay the final tiles that we've chosen. But in between, next week, we've got the decorator coming in, and he's going to be painting the walls, and we still haven't quite decided what colour we want, so that's all a bit stressful. But I think we're nearly there. So yeah, it's been a funny old week, sort of hoping to get into the kitchen and not being able to. But we've managed. There we go. Clean that up. Right, so I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out now. Apart from this little bit, which, well, it happens with stamping, doesn't it? But the rest of it looks okay, and I think the little bit of holly around the bottom looks quite pretty. So yeah, that's that one done. So I think that's all we need to do today. I will just pop those back into the signature, and then we'll see what we're doing next time. I haven't quite decided what we do next, but we'll start doing the cover soon. I know what I'm doing. It's just got to work myself up to it a bit, really. I'm just wondering about putting that in here with this red. Should be quite nice. Yeah, that goes nicely in there. And where should we put? I could put this. Could put that with these, but maybe not. Maybe I'll put that in here, I think. Like that. Maybe here. Yeah, I think maybe I'll put that there. Yeah, okay. I think they're fine there. They may change. But there we are. That's my signature. I can't wait to start putting more things in, making some ephemera and things like that. But I think it's going to look I think it's going to look okay, this one. I'm really enjoying the colours and the patterns and all the lovely kits. So I think that's going to be great. So thank you for joining me for this rather extended stop-start video. But I think we're there. And we'll be back for a proper one that's not going to be all disjointed in the middle. But hopefully my brain will be working again. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.